Hello, YouTube and the YouTube cooking community. Hey, that's y'all. I have to cook chili for Tuesday night. Today's Sunday. Sunday, let's see, 13th. Today's 15th, I hope. I hope. Friday was the 13th, so Saturday was the 14th, so that has to be the 15th. All right. Tuesday night, I had to cook chili for a group of about 30. So, hey, why not make a video on how to cook chili the way I cook chili for a large group? This is going to be super simple. There's going to be a one or maybe two twists in there, but it shouldn't be a big deal. The only thing I do different is I cook my hamburger meat just a little bit different for my chili than most people do. And we will see that here in a little bit. But since this is going to take part over a couple of days, I'm going to cook the chili today at two different locations. I'm going to cook the meat at my house and then go to the lodge later this evening, put everything else together, let it at least come up to temperature, and marinate for a little bit. And then I'm going to cut the heat, and then once it cools down a little bit, I'm going to put it in the ice box and let those flavors marry. And then on Tuesday, after I get off work, I'm going to run over to the lodge and get everything warmed back up, and we will have chili dinner that night. This is not, I shouldn't say that this is the way I normally make chili, because I normally don't put beans in my chili. Otherwise, I think that you have made a chili flavored bean soup. I don't like beans in my chili. But this being for a bigger group, I'm going to put beans in to try to stretch it out. A can of beans is a lot cheaper than a whole bunch more hamburger meat. You know what I mean? So I'm going to put beans in at this time just to stretch it. Stretch the, the product. So, hey, let's get to the house and let's cook up some hamburger meat for chili the way I normally do chili for me. And y'all probably will start doing this too. The last time I entered a chili contest, it was just, a small group of folks got together. It was for a fundraiser. I decided to enter a pot of chili, and I won it. In fact, they were joking that they could take half of the votes out of my bucket and then take half the votes out again, and I would still win hands down, because they had to get out a bigger bucket for mine. And everybody wanted my recipe, and I said it's the standard recipe off the back of the chili packet, except I do something a little bit different. So I'm gonna show you all that here in just a little bit. Hey, y'all stay tuned. Why do I say stay tuned? Y'all ain't going anywhere. I don't put commercials on here. The only one that needs to stay tuned is me, because I need to remember to set up the camera and hit record whenever I start this process. Oh. All right, so how do I do this? Yep, you guessed it. It is much too nice of a day. I'm hoping that you can hear this. I'm kind of far away. It is much too nice of a day to be inside cooking. So what I've done, I've set up the Weber, which you can see behind me right here. I'm hoping I've got there we go. In that I've got Kingsford charcoal, and I've got 2 sticks of well-aged pecan wood in there. I'll show you what I do next. So what we got here, as you can see right over there, I've got 14 pounds of hamburger meat that I've done in great big old pieces. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try to scoot y'all over here where you can see a little bit better. Y'all can see I've got the hot over in this area. This is cool. I'm just gonna put these on the cool side of the grill. Move this vent over. Where it's on the cool side. Let that smoke come through, and I've got the vents closed. To about a quarter. I normally don't stack that up like that, but I'm cooking way more hamburger or way more chili than I normally do. Normally it's just one row, and but this is a larger crowd. The main thing is for this to cook and to get that smoke flavor through the meat. And I'll come out here every few minutes or so, probably every, I don't know, check it every about 10 minutes, and just move stuff around a little bit where everything gets evenly cooked. And that should be a great flavor and base to the start of the chili. All right, boys and girls, let me see if I can get you a good spot right here. This has been about 30 minutes. And I lifted the lid here a little bit ago. Yeah, that's still plenty hot. I lifted the lid a little bit ago, and I was able to spread these out some. So I'm gonna do this pretty quick. Try to get that fire to flame back up. Get some heat going in here. It's amazing. I mean, y'all saw this grill. I had it completely full. This is 80-20 hamburger meat. And how much it has shrunk since I put it on here. This hamburger meat is just about done. I mean, you could eat it right now as a hamburger. Well, I'm gonna let it cook a little bit more. Flip it over. Are you even recording? Yeah, you're recording. Hopefully you're paying attention to what I'm doing. I hope. That one needs to go back over. But I've had this charcoal going pretty slow. Put some grease over here and fire this dude back up a little bit. It won't hurt to get a little char on some of these. But to look at these hamburger patties, these things have shrunk down in size pretty well since I put them on here. I almost wish now I bought another 2 pounds of meat. But I've got a can of chili beans, like I said earlier, that I'm gonna throw in here. And that'll help stretch this out a little bit. I normally don't like doing that. Sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. Put that over there. I still have plenty of wood left. There's still plenty of charcoal left. This could go on for a while. That's the reason why I bought the bigger Weber grill. So I'd have plenty of space on here. You know, I could put a couple pork butts on here. I haven't done it yet, but I'd like to put a brisket on here and have it slow smoke. But this bigger Weber grill has got plenty of space on here. And hopefully that you're picking that up in the background. I don't know if you can or not, if you're seeing it or not, but I'm getting a little flame up back over here on that pecan. Yeah, that pecan's starting to fire back up. I still have lots and lots of charcoal down there. I've got the vents right now. As you can see, about half. The bottom vents are wide open full. I always cook wide open full. And I'm gonna take you off this and excuse the unsteadiness. If you trust Weber, right now we're cooking along at that's 300 degrees and it's going up. And as you can see that, we got some smoke coming out. Probably over smoking that hamburger meat a little bit, but that flavor will go into that chili pretty good, and this will make a pretty decent chili. So, hey y'all, stick around for a little bit. I'm gonna turn this off, let this cook a little bit more. I've got about 3 pounds of onions, white onions. I'm gonna chop up and saute in the house. Then we'll put all that together later on this evening. But yeah, I've still got lots of heat in there. 325. I've got plenty of heat still left in there, so that hamburger's gonna be plenty cooked. And I'll show y'all what I do here just a second. All right, it's been about, I'm gonna guess about 20 to 30 minutes, and as you can see, that temperature's still holding right there. It hadn't dropped a bit. All right, now that we're back on the stand, let's see if we can do this. Oh my goodness. Do you smell that? YouTube ought to have smell-o-vision by now. All right. Let's get this inside. Well, I'm over here at the lodge, and this is my cooking vessel. And I don't have a stand or anything to hold my camera on, so I'm gonna have to do this freehand for most of it. So you're gonna have to bear with me. All right. So what we're gonna do is I've got the hamburger over here. I'm just gonna tore off a little piece right there so we can have that as a tester. What I'm gonna do is break all this up just like that. Except I'm gonna put the phone down and break all that up just like that. I'm gonna do that to all the hamburger. My hands have been thoroughly washed, cleaned, good sanitized, and all that kind of good, happy stuff. So I'll bring you guys back once I've got all this hamburger tore up. Okay, y'all, I'm back. What you see here is sauteed onions. That's about 4 or 5 medium to small to medium onions that's been sauteed, diced and sauteed. I've got a large can of chili beans. Like I said, I normally don't put that into my chili, but I need to make this stretch. And I've got, 7 cans of Rotel. And this is the Chili Fixins Rotel. And then after I get that in, I'm gonna add some water with the, I think there's 6 packets of Williams chili seasoning. I'll stir that into some water, mix that in some water and pour that in, and then we'll have starting to some chili. All right, we are back a couple days later. I'm not too for sure where I left off in my last video. Of course, I don't have any equipment to hold this, so I'm holding it as still as I can in my hand. But I just pulled this out of the ice box a few minutes ago, put it into the warmer, and take a look at that. Now that is still cold, it's ice cold. But I've got about 2 hours to bring it up to temperature. I've got the temperature on here about 350. I might crank it up to a little higher to about 400. I didn't mean to move y'all. But that is how to make chili for a crowd. May not be the prettiest pot of chili I've ever made in my life, but I guarantee you, these guys will eat it. I've got some onions I'm chopping up. I've got 10 pounds of shredded cheese. I've got Fritos. And I've got 2 different styles of cornbread coming in. I've got a couple pans of regular cornbread and some jalapeno cornbread coming in. So I get in, also I've got some sour cream, and I have some freshly picked jalapeno peppers that I'll slice up. You can see down there in that corner. I'm gonna try to get down in there. You can see that trying to bubble right now. Yeah, buddy. All right. Hey, y'all have a good day, and I'm gonna sit here and babysit this and stir it and make sure it doesn't burn or stick or nothing or scorch. And you know, it is 96 degrees outside. Humidity's through the roof. It is absolutely hotter than the hinges of hell. So what better things to have for supper tonight than a great big old bowl of hot chili. Hey, I'll see y'all later.